What is up, guys? Goodwin Race Team back with another video for you guys. So this morning I think I'm going to work on possibly doing a vinyl snap together flooring for the trunk. That way I can kind of clean it up, give it a little bit more better aesthetic look. Of course, I'm working on possibly rebuilding the box that I've got too. I want to swap out what material I used, as well as now that I have two subs in it, I kind of want to change up the way that the box is built. I want to do a center port out of the rear instead of doing it on the right side. Hopefully that will give it a whole lot better sound. But other than that, I've also got to upgrade my wiring system because I'm pulling so much wattage now that I need to start upgrading it. It's not enough for what I'm trying to push. I have a Planet Audio 3K on it right now. Here, let me go ahead and get y'all a little bit of a viewing of it. So ignore all the bullshit, the car parts, lowered life, gotta love it. Anyway, so I've got both of my Scar Audio subs in here. They're about 2K max a piece, I believe, so 3,000 watts should be fine. I've got this Planet Audio in here that I've been rocking with. I mean, it's done pretty good, other than the fact that I kind of beat off the brackets on it somehow and broke them, so it's hitting a little too hard. I got a Hyphonics that's sitting behind it, but of course kind of get all this shit cleaned up, looking a little bit better, kind of get some stuff figured out, probably get some bigger speaker wire because this is 12 gauge and I don't think that's quite cutting it for what I need. So maybe go ahead and upgrade that, but also kind of space these evenly, maybe shorten up the box, kind of figure out what I can do to more incorporate it into the trunk, and then replace this with the wood flooring. That way it all comes together nicely. So let's get at it and see how it goes. All right, so we got some tools this morning. Went by Harbor Freight, got a long ruler and all that stuff that I needed, and went and got me some flooring. That way I can put this in the trunk to go ahead and build that. So I got to get back, start laying everything out, start getting everything mocked up, but I got to pull the subsystem first, pull all my electrical, see about redoing that. Still looking for a 0 gauge crimp tool this morning, so got to find that. But luckily I was able to get this one on a discount, so they had somebody had opened the box, so I got them to do 30, so I saved 35 bucks on that. I saved over half price. So thank God to that dude. Shout out to him over here at Home Depot, got me all hooked up. So let's go see how this goes. All right, guys, so we're back at it. We are back at the crib, got everything all set up, kind of got all of the stuff I need. Already unhooked the amp. Gotta redo my accessory or remote wire because it broke when these broke. I still can't believe that it broke. But anyway, yeah, somehow that came off. So gotta redo that. But we have to remove all this, that way we can start getting a plan for what we're gonna do exactly with this trunk and start putting it into effect. So we'll kind of get at you once we get this pulled out and see what we're doing. All right, guys, so we've got all the grounds and all the powers pulled, got the capacitor pulled, that's all sitting off to the side over there. Also got these side panels pulled at the moment. Gonna see what I want to do about that exactly. I'm not sure if I want to go with fiberglass on the sides or leave those in and just floor it. But yeah, and then also get some measurements, kind of see what I'm working with a little bit better on the subwoofer box, so I can try and figure out a new design for the subwoofer box and possibly even incorporate this down here for probably the battery and the amplifier. Show you the difference between the amplifiers. So this is a 3,000 watt Planet Audio Pulse monoblock amp, and this is a Hyphonics 3,000 watt monoblock amp, and the size difference is insane. So hopefully that'll help it a lot. But we do have to wait till tomorrow, unfortunately. I'm waiting for a 0 gauge crimp tool to come in. That way I can crimp everything properly. The reason why I say that is because these last ones that I got were some crappy ones, unfortunately. As you can see, that one came off. Let's see, I can't really find one that's opening up. There we go. So they're kind of fold tops, and I hate those. The other ones are actually solid, so hopefully that'll go a lot better. I need some actually, my buddy gave me the adapters for the power in the ground on this, so everything's good on that. And then I can actually take the connectors off of all the old stuff, since I won't have connectors on here anymore. I did think about possibly jumping the amps, but I probably won't. I'll probably just stick with this one for now. But other than that, we still have to upgrade our ground wire right here, which we will do tomorrow. Make sure that we've got plenty of ground to support our system, because it was bogging down a lot. But other than that, we're going to start working on this layout for the flooring to see what I want to do exactly and get it going. So we'll get back at you. We are back. It's the next day. I got all the crimps and everything I needed, so I got these nice copper fitting or terminals on here and got them all crimped right, so everything's nice and tight. I redid all the wiring, that way it was all nice. I had to shorten up one wire too, and then I've also got the new ground wire, which, let me see, this wire right here I'm going to upgrade. That's the ground for the battery, and I'm going to go ahead and upgrade that to 0 gauge. As you can see, it's a little bit bigger, not by much, but it is a little bigger, so hopefully that'll help us out a little bit. Other than that, we still got to get everything hooked back up, get all our wiring ran back out, and then start laying this floor back out, which I've got set out right here, and I'm gonna clean up some of the edges, that way it's a little bit nicer, fits a little bit better, and then has a better overall appearance. But other than that, we're getting at it. I can't rebuild the box right now, but I got a lot of measurements with the flooring, that way I can. So let's get at this wiring and get this trimmed up and get everything back in the car. So oh, and another thing, we are going to go ahead and put this in here, so hopefully everything goes well. All right, guys, so we've got all our wiring ran, we've got our new ground ran, we've got both of our grounds ran, one for our amp, one for our capacitor that we got to hook up, and we got the power run for the capacitor, that way we can hook all of that back up. So now I've got to swap out the bass knob controller, because this one in here is for my previous amp for that Planet Audio, and I got to swap out the one that actually goes in it for the Hyphonics amp that I'm putting in it. So now I got to swap that out, but once I swap that out, start rerunning that wiring, all the jacks and everything that I need, start running that up and out like I need it again, with the bass controller wire as well. So we got to get all that ran. Other than that, we trimmed up all where we wanted to on the wood floor for the trunk, so that all came out pretty good. And then I cut a hole already. Hopefully I won't have to adjust it anymore. If I do, I can just pull it out, Dremel it out some more, that way my wires over here will fit through it. But we'll keep getting at it, get this swapped out, and then continue what we were doing. Hopefully we can get this wood floor in tonight, get the capacitor and everything wired up tonight, and I think I'm just gonna go ahead and throw the old box in for the moment until I get the money for the new wood, build the new box, then pull out the old one, pull out the subs, put it in the new box and put it in, and hopefully I can build something around it that will help go in theme with that. That will make my trunk look a whole lot better. So let's get at it. All right, guys. So it's been a super long night. I finally got everything back in, got the capacitor hooked up, got it all fueled back up with the diode, or not diode, but resistor, that way I could power it up. So we got all that going, got it all hooked up to the amp, but we did have one issue, unfortunately. I didn't have quite enough at first, and I was trying to pull it a little bit to try and get a little bit more, but I've got a zip tied, so I don't know if you can see it right there. It actually stretched it, and hopefully it did not break, but it might have, so I may have to go back through and pull that, either rewire it or buy new RCA cables, which, fingers crossed, it's not the deal. So about to test it out, see how it sounds, and then I'm going to be done for the night, go ahead and crash out. I got work in the morning. But anyways, everything else turned out pretty dang nice. The wood came out great. The sub boxes in here, which of course I'm going to build a different one. It's going to actually set back in more to about here, which is actually where this box is currently. So everything should turn out nice with that. I've got some actual better measurements, that way I can more fill the gap in the side right here as well. And then hopefully kind of do something more trying to come up with the word. So trying to do something more to incorporate the sub box into the trunk with the wood floor. Other than that, I mean, everything is looking a lot better now. I actually like the way this turned out a lot. So that's pretty much going to be it for this video, you guys. I just wanted to kind of run through kind of what I was doing to it at the moment. That way y'all could kind of see what was going on. To get this wood floor in here, I just had to go through with a bunch of cardboard and kind of edge it out till I got it where I wanted it. Kind of sized it per piece of the flooring, the snap together flooring, and just kind of cut it. And after I cut it, rough cut it, I went back with the Dremel and kind of sanded over anything I didn't like that needed to be kind of smoothened up. Other than that, it turned out great. The box, I almost used the whole box. It was 8 pieces in total. I had 1 piece left over and some scrap. It was about $67 from Home Depot. Luckily, I was able to find an open box and they got it to me for $30. So I was able to get it for over half the price off. So that is how I got my hands on this, and thank God I did, because I didn't realize I was gonna need so much, but it turned out perfect. I think these were 4 foot long, something like that. It was about 4 foot long, and then the span was about, I'm trying to remember. I built it together so good. So one edge is here, one edge is here, so it'd be from here to here is one piece. I don't think it was quite a foot, maybe like 8 inches or something. But anyway, that's what I went with for it. It took about a full box to actually get the full trunk done. But like I said, everything turned out pretty damn nice. I like the way that it turned out. But like I said, that's going to end it for this video. So I'm out. I appreciate all my subscribers and everyone who continues to subscribe and help grow the channel. I really appreciate y'all.